Hi friends, I have a very interesting conversation lined up for you today. I'm here with Deepak and Abhinav. Hi guys, welcome here. And they run this platform called SmsGyan, right? And SmsGyan has been a wonderful success. They do something like, they have 10 million subscribers already, and they do 500,000 subscribers every day, and they service 500,000 queries every day, right? That's the kind of size. And they were in college as late as in 2009. So obviously there's something really exciting and cool happening in the entrepreneurial scene in India, right? And you guys are also out of a small town, right? You come out of Kasaragod, which is a small town just off Mangalore. So I think it's quite exciting from multiple perspectives. So why don't I get into the business first? Talk to me about what SmsGyan is about, and you know what you've done with it.
Right. So imagine if you get all the information that you're looking at just by sending an SMS. So that was exactly what SmsGyan do. You send in every query that you want to know while you are on the move, or you have no access to the internet. You send it to a number that we have, that's 55444, and we will deliver back with the result that you're looking at. So the opportunity is like, in a billion member market like in India, there are less than 100 million who are using the internet. On the other hand, everyone has a mobile phone right now. Like, India predicted to be the largest by, the next couple of months. We have 700 million odd mobile customers in India. So there is definitely a gap between the internet and the non-internet users, especially in between the mobile consumers as well. So we figured out that, if we can actually give out all the information on the internet space on an effective medium that would be accessible to every mobile customer, that makes sense. So then we decided that the best way out of it is SMS, because SMS is easy to use. Every phone has it. Whether you have smartphone or a normal phone, we have it. So we built this application, like as we mentioned, we were doing a computer science in 2008, and we decided to start working from the scratch right from the college room. So then we invented SmsGyan. Then, as the name rightly suggests, Gyan means knowledge in Hindi, and that's why the name is SmsGyan.
And you said you already have, you're already present in pretty much most networks, right? Airtel, when you do a search, it goes to the Airtel network, obviously is there. Which other networks are you
on? We started with Bharti Airtel. They give us this number 55444, where a customer would be charged 1 rupee per query. And he can also subscribe to it and opt in for monthly subscription where he can do unlimited search, say like 30 rupees per month and all. When we launched inside Bharti Airtel, it becomes exciting for the other people to follow on the path. And basically what we, in the meanwhile, we did is that 55444, we said with every operator that we want this number 55444 to be universal among every operator. So right now we are happy to see that every other operator, like be it Tata Docomo, be it Vodafone, be it Idea Mobile, be it Aircel, any operator, we run on the same number 55444.
So you own 55444 across the entire mobile ecosystem in India. Wonderful. Okay.
So we are also going to other emerging markets. Like in Middle East, we have started working with Do Network. We are also looking at African market, especially in those places where there is huge number of mobile penetration, but on the other hand there is less internet penetration also. And it's not just about for the SMS, just an SMS search. Okay. So in smartphones you can effectively use that as a torrent search. Like you can search Katrina Kaif wallpapers. You can it would become a content delivery platform. You can search for photos. You can search for videos. You can search for music. You can search for anything. So basically, what it make it as a discovery platform. We send you a link which you are searching for, and you can download the right content. So in end of the day, what we save is your precious time. Like on the move, people care about time and money. So this is where SmsGyan really works. Like if you compare with Google search, you go to Google, you searching something, and you'll get 10 number of links. You need to go to the right one and pick up at least 2 or 3 references and go to that. Here on the SmsGyan, we point to the right answer, and that's the IPs. We point to the right answer that you're looking at. It may be question answers that you're looking at, like who, why, what, where, and how. Like where is what is the population in Delhi, what is the climate in Jaipur, how far is from this place to that place. So these queries, we give them the right answer. We also support keyword format. You can ask queries like lyrics space Chamak Chando, or like short time space Bangalore. You'll get the short time. You can ask any keywords search on that as well, like local search, anything. So that's the power of SMS.
And the most wonderful thing I think on top of what Deepak is saying is this all is automated. So this thing happens in 2 seconds.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So no human beings actually sitting back, with computers sending you answers. It's all computers.
So that means it's much more scalable as well.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't need to have 100,000 people sitting and answering this, which I think is wonderful.
That's true.
Well, I also wanted to explore one more thing with you. See, one of the reasons why I think this is such a powerful search engine, and I've used it myself and I think it works very well. Guys, you should try it out. Is really that you actually have partnerships that you're backing, right?
Correct.
So it's not like you're creating this content yourself.
Yeah, correct.
Because the internet ecosystem is so rich already,
Right.
you're able to leap off or leverage of other platforms that have already been built, right? And do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
So what SmsGyan is effectively as an umbrella under which all the services would be classified. So the problem right now is like, there are X number of services on the internet and you are confused where to go to the best place. Okay, so you have offers coming up, you need to think about like Groupon or Snapdeal or where should I go. You have the other search, local search, you need to whether go to Just Dial. So what we have done successful is that we took the best partners out of it and we figure out that we would assemble them inside our platform so that people can just find everything on our space. It's like a shopping mall. You'll get all the best brands out in the entire space on the internet space here. Like we integrated the Wolfram Alpha, we integrated Wikipedia, we integrated all the knowledge resources. Not only just that, we have the local contents like local contents like Zomato for food reviews, we have like local search, mobile, TV timings, all the stuff. So it's the power is here, like what we are trying to do is that because of the internet APIs that they have, we figure out this is like branding them to the much bigger world, that's offline world. Okay, imagine like my dad or mom may want to use this kind of service, but they don't know how to. So here is SmsGyan. My dad can now browse the internet through SMS itself. It's like giving internet to the non-internet world, and that's a powerful thing.
I think that's a very, very, very cool message. I think giving internet to the non-internet world. I think that sounds like a social cause, guys. Excellent. You're making money on it as well, which is wonderful.
Right. And the good part, like we figure out like so main part is the word of mouth thing. Okay, how we spread that SmsGyan through the network. Okay, so when we were launching it, there were times like operator was just traditional about the push things. Okay, like you subscribe to it and you will get daily bhajana, something like that. You alert and out stuff. What happened is that end of the day customers are getting spammed. Like I subscribe to it, my father or my family don't know how to unsubscribe it. And because of that, he's getting everyday messages which is very useless. Okay, you'll get a lot of spamming on that. Now the try thing come into the picture, like they completely vanished off this page. The SMS push things. Here, SmsGyan is a paradigm shift. What happened is that it's a pull thing. It's new to the entire operator space.
Totally.
You ask something and we then only give you the answer. In the remaining space we are silent. Okay, which makes sense. People would love it. Like eventually, I mean, wow, I'm just asking something and it's like a friend. So mobile become your private companion as well. Like in places like in rural market or small towns. What happened is like some mainly the student communities, especially women, use it effectively for the sex education. But like queries they wanted to know but were shy or afraid to ask someone else. So now I have Gyan on my pocket, so I am not afraid to ask anymore. Like I can ask anything about
that's very cool. That's clearly something that's very, very different and something that's very required. So there seems to be a big social element to this story as well. So which part of India is taking up this fastest?
So that's the other part.
So actually people will be surprised to know Guwahati, Northeast is the area that's having the maximum usage.
Is that right?
Exactly, and people will be really surprised. The people there search for music, search for lyrics, and actually that is the place where we started this thing called lyrics, and it's right now the largest used thing after cricket. Can you imagine after cricket? So lyrics.
Right. So when we started, like we were thinking like in India only ABCD rules, astrology, Bollywood, cricket, devotional, and obviously sex. Now we've seen like lot of tractions in other areas that were people like asking for knowledge. Like due to the partnerships that we have, that we are bringing the world class search engines. I mean answer engines like Wolfram Alpha. to the people, like every Indian customer can use it right now. They were not aware about this kind of service on the
So
internet.
there was no scientific calculator in a normal phone.
Yeah.
Now you can actually ask a square root.
Square root of
Yeah.
5
And you get it back into
in
seconds.
PSC exams. Imagine the powerful thing, like
Yeah.
you can
Right.
Yeah.
And imagine the examiners going really trying to figure it out. Excellent. I think this is really cool. I think that was really exciting in terms of what we've heard so far. But I'm also intrigued about how the story started. I know there's a lot of excitement there as
Right.
well. Right? Do you want to talk about how you guys sort of came up with this and what you've done so far?
Sure. So definitely I mean, we love to talk about that story. So we were 4 youngsters in college.
You're still 4 young.
Yeah. And in 2008 we were doing our computer science in Lanbaz's College in Kerala.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on the same backbenchers, always figuring out like we should start something of our own rather than join the rat race and become an employer.
Mm-hmm.
So one fine day we were sitting on the college campus, and there was one beautiful lady walking by.
Mhm.
So I asked him like how to impress this girl. I mean that's obviously what we are
Fair
thinking
enough.
about.
Uh-huh.
So he said
So
like
the answer was Google it.
yeah, he said like I don't know, you can Google it. So I said like dude, I don't have any Google right now. I do have my mobile phone, and that was eureka moment.
Uh-huh.
Like we were using the normal phones in college,
Uh-huh,
right? I mean,
uh-huh.
and that time mobile internet was zero at that period. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So what happened is that the next day we started from we said our college campus people that we need to make this idea as a prototype. And my college people were very happy to give us some space inside the college library room. So in the computer library we started our first office. That's like we contacted Technopark with an IT park in Kerala. And they said we will initiate this virtual incubation facility by which we become the first officially virtually incubated company in India. Which means we can work from the college, though we have a physical address in Technopark, which makes sense for the branding also. And then in the meanwhile, we got a lot of press coverages being student entrepreneurs. What we did is that we marketed our product. Then it spread like when people become word of mouth, lot of it passed from college to college. And in South India, SmsGyan started becoming quite common. And then what we did is that we went to this program called Accelerator, which is a seed incubation program that is in IIM Ahmedabad. We went there, we started working and developing the entire prototype into commercial level. For 6 months, we were seed funded from them. Then we raised, we started, and after completing incubation, we went to Technopark, started an office there. I moved into Delhi in the sense that, I asked in SmsGyan itself, where is the best place to do, business with telecom. So I found that Gurgaon is the telecom valley in India, and this is the place you should go.
Okay.
So I went there, telecom valley, I went there. I met every executive in every operator, like I went to all the operators leading telecom brands. None of them were actually happy because being an MNC, I given them a card of CEO, and he said like, you don't look like a CEO. You look like a college. So that was
You should ask him to see Mark Zuckerberg.
I mean, it's not actually happening here, right? I mean,
True.
So we all dream about Silicon Valley, but it's not the real picture here. So what I was really frustrated. I went to a coffee shop nearby. Okay, I went to a coffee date. So I was sitting there. I saw one guy coming up with a tag, carrying a tag of Airtel. I mean, I had nothing to do, so I went there and pitched my idea. He was excited. He given me the card, and he said like, come and meet me in the office next day. So the next day, while meeting him, I realized that he is the head of new products in Airtel, Bharti Airtel, which is the largest operator. He said like he loved our talk and he loved our product. He wanted to launch it. We launched it in March 2011 on the commercial phase. Now after the 6 or 7 months of launching it, right now we are answered more than 250 million queries.
My goodness.
And we have more than 10 million subscribers. And every other operator who actually ditched me at the first phase is working
coming back
as our partner.
Excellent.
So the traction has excited both
Yeah.
the operators and the content partners.
I
of the
think
net.
that's a fantastic
Yeah.
story. And you've acquired more space in Bangalore. You're Bangalore based, obviously.
Right now, we have an office in Gurgaon, we have an office in Bombay. These two are the business centers. We have an office development center in Bangalore. That's in Kormangala. So we have right now 25-member team. The plan is to at least become a 100-member tech team here in Bangalore. That's what we set up a beautiful office in Bangalore right now.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck, guys. I'm
Yeah.
sure that this will be a fabulous thing, and you're going to become the next Zuckerberg of India.
Definitely.
Best of luck. I'm sure you will do fabulously well.
Right.
Thank you very much.